Hello and welcome back to Autopolis, where we're about to see the feature race from round 2. Unfortunately, Ben's not been able to take part in this race, and so Cafe Del Mar has stepped up and taken over. So on pole we have Cafe in a Dodge Viper, and second we have Ivanhoe in the Mazda. In third we have a Lexus driven by Dowlers. Fourth is another Lexus for Jules. Too Fast For You is in 5th in the BMW. Got Mr. Sean in 6th in the Corvette. We have Rocker in 7th in the Toyota. We have a Hyundai in 8th, driven by Kimuru. 9th, Stephen, driving another Hyundai. In 10th, BMW, driven by JC. Aston Martin in 11th for Semicolon. 12th is Mungino in the Lancer. 13th, another Corvette for De Gerrit. And the winner of race 1, starting from the back, we have Jack, again in the Lexus. So here we are at the start. See if Cafe can capitalise on this pole position. The lights have go. Oh, what happened to Ivanhoe there? He seemed to go backwards. He's he's getting swamped by the pack. But anyway, Cafe got a blinding start there. There's 3 abreast just behind him. Oh, he's a bit wide. Is he going to hold it? Oh, he's hung on. And then, I think we even had 4 abreast in the middle of the pack there for a moment. We've got someone wide at the back. I think that's Kim. He's getting a little bit cosy. Yeah, Dowlers has got a comfortable gap there. It's all bunching up behind. Let's see, is everyone going to get through safely? Oh, someone just went out the back there. Who was that? Ivanhoe, his troubles are continuing. We'll go back to the front. Yeah, Cafe seems to have this under control right from the off. Dowlers isn't letting him get too far away though. Nice tight apex there on the throttle. Oh, well held. I caught my breath there. I couldn't even speak. Fantastic bit of car control. Not the bit where he lost it, but the bit where he got it. Oh no, Semicolon's caught the grass, and been victim to that myself recently. But this is all shaping up to be a good race. Let's see how they're getting on a little bit further back. Oh, yeah, De Gerrit's putting a move on Jack. No, he's coming along trying to challenge Stephen. And Jack's trying to squeeze his car between the two of them there. It was, I'd say, a bit optimistic. Oh, De Gerrit getting a little bit of air off the chicane. But again, blinding start by those guys at the back. They're up to 5th and 6th. I think we're going to have to go back and see exactly what went on at the start. We'll start with Ivanhoe. So we're in second. He's got his revs ready. He's ready to go, and it's gone into reverse. Right. Really don't know, but that must be, his heart must be sinking right now. Just watch these cars go by. And there's 4 of them. Actually, there's 4 abreast. Yeah. But everyone see. Everyone gets through the corners nice and safe. 4 abreast there. And we'll just stick with them and find out what happened at their hairpin. He's come down, yeah. A little bit of shoving there. I think that was Jack coming up on the outside. He's obviously keen to get near the front. And then, he takes avoiding action and touches the grass and spins. I think there may be a problem with Ivanhoe's brakes because his ABS is lit up yellow, and I've not seen that before. Right, so let's take the first lap on board with Jack. That's the winner of the first race, starting from the back. As you can see, De Gerrit got an absolute blinder there, already working his way up. Jack's not going to want to let him get too far ahead. It's his main title rival. So he broke a little bit late there. Managed to slow down with the use of a competitor. Yeah. As you can see, very keen to get up near the front. Yeah, it's all bunching up. I think he may have got a tap from behind there, hence the bump of the car in front. He's going to try and go around the outside of Rocker and then up to the inside on the fast left. He's going to try and stick in the slipstream of Too Fast For You, maybe get a drag up to the hairpin. We'll see if he makes possibly a little bit too far back to make a move, but you never know. Oh, there we go. He's managed to keep it tight, so that's fair enough. Down the hill, he's up to 7th. DeGarrett's up to 5th. That's unreal. So he's got Stephen ahead of him. Now we've just passed the spinner of... I can't remember who, but never mind. Now we're right on the tail of Stephen here. DeGarrett's ghosting in and out because I think he may have a penalty that he's trying to burn off. And yeah, like a wedge, that's maybe a little bit overzealous there. It's just trying to force his car between two where there wasn't really a gap. But it's worked for him. He's got in front of DeGarrett and he's crossing the line in 5th. That's the lap 1 from the back. Alright, so back to the TV view. We're still on with Jack here. Let's see how he approaches the turn 1 with Stephen. He manages to get down the inside and DeGarrett goes around the outside. Nice move by both. I think we may have had someone off wide just there. Yeah, it was Jules. Ran wide off turn 1. So he's letting semi-cool on through. If there was an incident when Gino's struggling in that Lancer. We saw this at the last round. It doesn't seem to have the actual speed to keep up. It's got the handling, but not necessarily the straight line speed. But we'll see if he can pull a result out of it. Back to the leader, Cafe Del Mar, going a bit wide at the hairpin, and is he going to hold it again? Doesn't want to be doing that too often. His tyres are going to be destroyed. All the competitors are running the racing softs. Remember, this race they start with 50% fuel, so there will be at least one fuel stop during the race. And Mr. Sean is all over, and in fact he's making a move on Cafe. Is he going to stake? No, he's backed out of that. Rather than lose time fighting, he's decided to wait for another opportunity. And it has to be said, the way the back end is looking so lively on Cafe's car, it's not going to be long. Now let's watch this down into turn 1. He's got a really good slipstream on him here. Yeah, he's getting alongside. Is he going to complete the move? No. Last of the late breakers there, Cafe, holding on. This does look like it's only a matter of time. He's going to have to go around the outside of these two left, and he's completed the move. Yeah, just a little bit of patience there, and the opportunity presented itself. Stephen enjoying a little bit of a tail action there. Holding a secure 3rd. He's got Rocker sat behind him in 4th. JC's 5th. Now we seem to have lost Jack. We'll investigate that in a moment, but let's see this. DeGarrett's putting JC under some pressure. Going to make a move into the not the best place to put a pass on. Have to make sure you're absolutely certain you're going to pull it off. Oh, Jammy got a bit sideways. It looked like he might have got a nudge as well there. It's all kicking off in this feature race. Right, from 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. And Semicolon's coming back into play now. He's making a good recovery after his first lap spin. are on the start-finish straight. Let's see if we can find out what's happened to Jack. So here we are, back on lap 2. And we're coming up to the hairpin. He's got a real good run on Stephen. He's gone for a late move up the inside, and he's caught the curb, and he's took out Dowler's. That was unfortunate. And it's... and Dowler's has lost control trying to get it back onto the track with the dirty tyres. Now fair play to Jack, he's just pulled over. He's had to let the entire field through and waited for Dowler's. Alright, so back on the start-finish straight again. So I've got reports in that on lap 3, Jack unfortunately ran wide again off one of the turns, lost control of the car and had to retire. So this is an opportunity for DeGarrett to really pull a good points haul on Jack, as those two were really fighting for the lead. Now here we go, DeGarrett's in 4th currently, behind Stephen, and then unfortunately Kim's got a little bit wayward there, and his dirty tyres aren't going to help him straighten that car up. It's going to take a few turns to get that back under control properly, get back up to speed. And we have Dowler's trying to catch up again after his unfortunate incident earlier. And there's Rocker again. Got caught up in that incident and then had a little wayward move of his own, and then was helped round by another driver, probably trying to avoid him in all honesty, but it's a little bit difficult at the speeds these cars travel at. So back at the front we have Mr. Sean, looks comfortable. Doesn't look like pit stops are going to be too far away. Possibly in the next couple of laps. Cafe is keeping him honest though. He's still not too far behind him. He'll just be waiting for an opportunity or a mistake from Sean just to get a bit closer. And then we have DeGarrett and Stephen fighting here. DeGarrett's got the inside. Is he going to make it stick? Stephen's not giving up without a fight, but he has to be careful. He's got JC behind him. Again, JC wanting to get some good points after the misfortunate Group 3 race from last week. These two are fighting tooth and nail. Let's see, is he going to get a good drag on him up to the hairpin? Looks like Stephen might have got a better exit there. The next real opportunity to overtake the start-finish straight. It's just a little bit tight and twisted before we get that far in. But JC's not going to make it easy for him. He's filling these mirrors. Oh, and he's got a much tighter line there. Stephen's not succumbing to the pressure, he's just keeping it on the black stuff, keeping some nice lines, getting good exits. He's not got the fastest car either, and there's DeGarrett into the pits, and we have a few. We've got Mr. Sean, Cafe and DeGarrett. That's interesting. That the rest have gone for another lap, possibly even 2, looking at Stephen's fuel usage. JC's looking pretty favourable on fuel as well. Too Fast For You will be coming in at the end of this lap. He hasn't got a choice. He'll not make it round 2 more laps. Same with Jules. This is Mungino's chance to strike. He's been good on the fuel. Depends whether the tyres are going to hold up. Let's see, is he going to get the pass done on Jules? tyre wears pretty even between the two of them. Jules looks like he's hanging on there. So DeGarrett's in 6th. He's somehow managed to jump Mr. Sean. He's in 7th and Cafe's in 8th. We've got Stephen in the lead. He seems to have pulled a gap on JC. Himself a little bit of a cushion there. Too fast for you isn't letting JC get away. Let's see, are we going in the pits? Yes. Oh, disaster. Too fast for you. A little bit over enthusiastic into the pits there. Straight into the wall. That'll have cost him a lot of time. Let's see, where's he coming out? How much fuel's he put in? He's put quite a bit of fuel in. That might be to the end. So too fast for you. Has come out in 8th, ahead of Kim. Here we are with Stephen challenging Cafe. Now, Stephen pitted the lap after Cafe, so his tyres are slightly fresher. It would have been close when he came out the pits. In fact, it's going to be interesting to see if when JC pits, if these two can get in front of him. So they've got the fresher rubber, they're going to have been putting some good times in. Mr. Sean's just a little bit up the road. So JC's on the start-finish straight now. Let's see, is he pitting? Yes, he's in the pits. So he's got tyres and fuel to take on. Mungino's in the pits also. Yeah, I think this is going to be comfortable. There we see DeGarrett, Mr. Sean, Cafe and Stephen all moving up the field there. Now let's see. There we have JC coming out in 5th. With Jules bearing down on him, so as long as he can get through the first couple of corners, get his tyres warmed up, he should be able to hang on to that 5th place. There we have Jules. Too fast for you. Kim. We've got Mungino. The semicolon bearing down on him now. And we have Rocker trying to claw back some time, and then Dowlers. Both drivers very unfortunate, and the incidents have found them at the back of the grid. Not really their doing. So at the front we have DeGarrett's got a comfortable lead. I imagine he's not trying to get distracted by the fact that Jack's no longer in the race. Just be concentrating on getting the best result he can. Mr. Sean putting in a very solid performance here. Again, just concentrating on his own race. This seems to be where the action is at the minute. Cafe being hounded by Stephen. Stephen's took quite a wide line there. Has he got a run on him? Cafe did seem quite tight, so he may have lost a bit of pace. He's going to take a brave move into turn 1. Oh, that was unfortunate for Cafe, but Stephen did exactly what he did in the first race. He faked a move, distracted the driver in front who broke too late. went wide, and Stephen took the opportunity and just went with it. Nice bit of racecraft there. Let's go back to Jules. So Jules has made a move on JC. JC will not be liking that. He'll be trying to stick as close to him as possible. Just wait for the opportunity to take the position back. And the man with the best seats in the house for this battle is Too Fast For You, sat directly behind. In fact, let's go on board and watch it. So there we go. This is a tricky off-camber right turn. You feel you can take it faster than you actually can. You end up going wide, just as Jules did there. Good catch though, and JC just took advantage, went through, and Too Fast For You tried the same. There's contact, and he's gone onto the grass. So we'll have another look at that incident from the outside. So we've got Jules. JC fakes a move, but it does put Jules off a bit. He's gone wide, so he's looking in his mirrors coming down here. Like I say, this off-camber turn can easily catch you out. So he does drift a little wide, gets it on the dirt, catches it. JC tries to slow down, does enough, but then into the left, there's contact, and unfortunately it pushes Too Fast For You wide. But he gathers it up, and he lives to race another few turns. Right, we're back on with Stephen now, and he does seem to be closing this gap down to Sean. Although the Hyundai is not renowned for top end speed, it does seem to have some genuine pace around here, especially being piloted by Stephen. So he's just chipping away, a little bit wide at that corner. That'll cost him a tenth or so, but he's certainly got his hooks into the back of Mr. Sean now. I imagine Mr. Sean's just trying not to focus on his rear view mirror and just keep it clean. The tyres are starting to get a little bit worn now, so the car will be a little bit loose. And it's an easy track to make mistakes on. You're on the grass and there's no stopping, you just keep going. So Stephen's using all the track, trying to keep as much speed up as possible. Coming onto the start-finish straight, looked like there's a little twitch from Mr. Sean there, and Stephen's closer still. Oh, yeah, and DeGuert's in the pits, so that's potentially his last stop of the race. We'll see how much fuel he puts in. Oh, but Stephen is all over the back of Mr. Sean now. Yeah, 64%. That's possibly the end of the race. So these guys have got at least one pit stop to do, and fighting like this, all that's going to do is draw the guys behind into them. But Stephen's obviously keen for a good result. He's had a good showing so far. Steady points, good solid points. But everybody likes to be on the podium, if not winning. So let's see, is he going to make a move coming up here? He does seem to have a lot more grip and a lot more control over his car at this point in the race. It'll be interesting to see if he fakes a move on Sean like he did previously with Cafe. Yes, really nice driving there, just close enough to make Mr. Sean uncomfortable. You can see his lines are just, he's got with him being behind, he's got use of all the track. He doesn't have to worry, whereas Mr. Sean has to keep the insides covered. As you can see there, very tight line. That's just going to leave it wide open for Stephen. In fact, if anything, he caught him a little bit fast, but no, Mr. Sean's pitting. He was going to lose the position there anyway. And now it's up to Stephen just to put a qualifying lap in now, so that when he pits, he'll come out in front of Mr. Sean. There's De Gerrit in fourth, going to be third after he passes Mr. Shawn in the pits. So if he's on for the end of the race, he's in a very, very good position, because Stephen definitely needs to pit again. JC almost certainly has to. His tyres aren't going to last the rest of this race. In fact, he's gone wide there, so he's probably struggling a bit now. Too Fast For You's looking strong, although his tyres have seen better days. And they're all pretty evenly paced now. Mungino putting up a good battle. He's really having to work hard in that Lancer. There we go. You can see the difference of fresh rubber. Mr. Shawn's all over the back of him. So he's got to go up the inside here at the chicane. Mungino probably won't even bother defending it. Surprised that he didn't go for that there. Is he going to have a go into this fast? Right. No, he's thought better of it. Just follow him through. Yeah, try not to lose any time. Stick with him, and he'll take him on the start finish. I think regardless of whether Mungino pits or not, he'll have a better drive out the last set of corners. There we go. What he has to be careful of here is not being on the left side of Mungino in case he wants to pit. No, but he's staying out. Let's see, is he going to make a move into turn one? It looks like it's already done. And he's through. So there we are. So Stephen's in third. Looks like that's him for the end of the race, so he's holding a solid third at the minute. De Gerrit, again, probably on till the end of the race, but he's caught right up to JC now. And De Gerrit's gone for mediums. Yeah, he's definitely going to the end of the race. Let's see what JC can do with these worn tyres. He is going to have to change tyres, but he's not going to have to put much fuel in. It'll just be a splash and dash as far as this fuel's concerned. So that'll save him some time, so he should still come out in a good position. I think De Gerrit knows that he's got quite a comfortable lead over third. He knows that JC needs to pit again. He's going to the end of the race. He's not doing anything daft. He's just biding his time. He knows that the race is going to come to him. So here we go, De Gerrit coming up behind JC, and oh no, he's just given him a little tap there. Well held by JC, not to go off with those worn tyres. De Gerrit's held back, give him the position back. That could have cost him. That would have been at least a couple of seconds, and Stephen is showing good pace. There he goes, just in the background. So there's still over 5 minutes. There's maybe three laps left, and De Gerrit's on medium tyres. Stephen's on soft, as I believe Mr. Shawn is as well, and the pair of them are just, they're reeling these two in. Gerrit's trying to go around the outside of JC. He really is putting up a good fight with those tyres. I don't know how he's managing to hold him off, but the inevitable's happened. He's got through. The thing is, has he got through in time? Because Stephen is driving like a man possessed now. He just seems to be flying. It really is going to be interesting to see how it plays out. So at the start-finish straight. Let's see, has he got the slipstream? Yeah, he's coming up the inside. His tyres are looking very healthy. Yeah, holds a nice tight line and comes out. And now he'll just be focused on the back of De Gerrit's car and just reeling him in. Here we go, it's a good fight for 6th between Kim and Too Fast For You. Is Too Fast going to go into the turn? Is he going to make it into turn 1? He's given the room. He's also given room back to Kim there. Some good racing. Great awareness of where each other are there. Yeah, that could be it for a good few turns yet. Got Mungino on his own in 5th. Mr. Sean's starting to attack JC now. So yeah, JC's really struggling with those tyres. It does look like he's going to try and make it to the end of the race. But he's really going to struggle to hold up anyone on fresher tyres coming up behind him. Yeah, just see how his lines are much wider coming out of turns. Mr. Sean's able to just hold it tighter, get on the throttle earlier. You see, just no rear end grip there for JC. He's got it back on the track. Yeah, dirty tyres. It's going to be a real handful to the end of the race, that car. But if he's watching the mini map, he'll realise there's a huge gap. Possibly had time to pit. You would only lost 1 position, but then he might have been able to fight back for it. But you know, it's easy to see it from a commentator's point of view when he's sat in the car. Different kettle of fish. So 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th all together. Too Fast For You's gonna have another go. He's made it stick this time. Yes, nice move. Cafe got a bit wide, so semicolon just dropping off the back of these 3. Jules fancies a bit of this. He managed to back out just in time there. That could have been an incident. Great driving. Yeah, we'll come back to this in a moment. We'll go back to the leaders. We've got Mr. Sean, and we've got Stephen all over the back of De Gerrit now. This was the danger. That incident with JC cost him a few seconds. And it just gave Stephen that little extra impetus to go for it. You're not going to stop a racer going for first place. Any sniff of a win, they're just going to go for it. There we are. It's going to take every bit of skill that De Gerrit has to keep Stephen behind him. Coming down, final turn. There, his grip, he's just got no grip. Stephen's getting a good drag on him. Let's see, is he going to be able to make a move? No, he's decided just to sit tight. That's patience. This is very probably the last lap. So if he's going to make a move, it's going to be sometime soon. There we go. He's putting De Gerrit out of position as much as he can. Round the outside, give himself the inside for the hairpin. Excellent. Made it stick. Now he just has to try and use his extra grip to pull away. Especially on this section, because De Gerrit does have the slipstream, so any mistake from Stephen and De Gerrit will be there. Oh, he holds a slightly defensive line, keeps him out. Nice drive out of the corner. There's Mr. Sean behind, just watching it all. Oh, this section, with Stephen's extra grip, he should be okay. But it's still easy to make a mistake in these final few turns. No, he's looking solid, holding it together. He's got a comfortable 3-car gap there. Let's see if he does his traditional 360 across the line. I very much doubt it with De Gerrit so close to him. But no, very well done. Excellent finish. De Gerrit second, Mr. Sean well-deserved third. JC, don't know how he's kept it on the track with those tyres. Excellent result, fourth. Mungino fifth, too fast for you, just couldn't quite do enough at the end there, but still another excellent drive. Jules in seventh, Semi-Cool on eighth. Cafe coming in ninth. Got Kim coming through in 10th. And a race that Rocker will probably want to forget. Still kept it going, didn't retire. Saw it through at the end, so well done. So that's congratulations to Stephen. Absolutely fantastic drive. Picked his moments to put the overtakes in. Pulled off the same move as he did in the sprint race with a feint to pass and put his competitor off. Excellent racecraft, excellent pace, great pit strategy. Had it all, and well deserved. So how do these results affect the scores? Gary is now a clear leader with 185 after Jack's unfortunate retirement. Jack's second with 160. Stephen's got himself into third place with 118 points now. Mungino pulled himself up to 105 points in fourth place. Really good showing there. Mr. Sean in a solid fifth with 78 points. JC has really brought himself back into the fight in sixth place now with 73 points after a really good sprint and feature race. 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th separated by 3 points. Semi-Colon 59, Jules 58, Comrade Mitsos, who missed both of these races, with 56, and Rocker, who had a really unfortunate feature race, who did get taken out, is on 56 as well. So it's a bit of what might have been for Rocker today. But it's always got next week to pull it back. So I will see you then. Don't forget for the sprint race to pop your votes in for the livery of your choice. Again, the winner will be announced before the sprint race next week. So I'm Diesel71. It's been a pleasure doing this again. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye.